Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station, due to the astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild. Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy, as well as previously being a center for mining uranium. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources. Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable. Injuries detected. Please seek medical assistance prior to loss of consciousness. How may this unit assist you, Commander? Approximately 1 month ago, Agent Ibarra asked that this unit store the keycard in an undisclosed location to assist him in drying out. Offers of applying moisturizer were declined. The keycard is located behind the skip drive in the engine room. Please do not inform Agent Ibarra of its location as per his request.
lunch. When you don't have time for purpleberry lunch, there's always purpleberry lunch. Anti-Fizzo's citrus-related beverage. Try to taste the lemon.
Looks like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try. Needs some aging, but not too bad.
What? I was just with Barney. He said we're not getting any new shipments for months. What did he let you try?
Well, I, maybe didn't run it by him. It was out of a big metal barrel behind the bar. Said Auntie's finest star wipe on it.
That wasn't booze. That was ship wax.
Really? Barney should start selling it then. It's better than half his stock.
Keep an eye out for snitches. We got a good thing going here.
Welcome to the true free market, friend.
Lose a piece of jewelry? Buy it back at a very reasonable price. Sorry, pal. You look a tad too upscale for us to do business.
Mind your own illicit business, and I'll mind mine.
the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station is open to all, except spies. It's awful suspicious how you've been gallivanting about, asking everyone questions.
I am not a spy. The information I'm collecting here shall be of historical significance someday. Surely you can appreciate that.
Right. And I'm sure that information wouldn't help at all in clearing us out of the station years from now. I'll be watching you. Hope that wayward science type didn't disturb you much, friend. We of the station normally do our best to dissuade partisans from making nuisances of themselves. Suppose I can't stop you. Just don't let her convince you to do anything that might put you at odds with our security forces. All that aside, enjoy your time on the station. Don't get into any trouble.
Greetings. Are you perhaps interested in advancing the knowledge of Arcadia's history through scientific exploration? What am I saying? Of course you are. Please, do tell me anything you might know about the crash of the ACS Free Market. Do pardon my forwardness. I saw that you were a new arrival, but I held out some hope that you might be able to enlighten me where the station populace has not. As an archivist, it's my duty to collect and record hitherto unrecorded knowledge wherever it can be found. But my earnest questions have been met with suspicion. Sub Rosa's self-preservation instincts should be aimed at those who would truly do the station harm, not a simple researcher with pure aims. The ACS Free Market is a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter. Free Market Station was hewed from the ruins and built into the settlement it is today. If some independent preservationist would be willing to assist me in discovering the truth, I certainly would appreciate it. That's great. I can offer you a stipend from my exploratory budget for anything you might manage to discover. Converse with the locals, peer into unturned corners, and see what your able hand might unearth. I look forward to furthering the cause of history with you. I'd ask about in the saloon and the bazaar. Both are places where gossip flies about like so many tarot rays. Sub Rosa likely has some information about the crash, but I'm not sure where. You also might be able to find some intact portion of the ship amidst all of the station's wreckage. Take a look around. I'm sure you'll be able to get farther on your own.
Nice day for shady dealings.
Protect your loved ones, protect yourself. Buy some new armor today. Only thing dependable as my gear are my prices. Happy to have you. Tell me what you need. Booming now. Used to be a few other armor shops on the station. As it happened, their owners mysteriously vanished. I picked up their inventories real cheap, since they were just taking up station storage. It sure was a convenient windfall for yours truly. Real convenient. Exactly. I wish some other sorts around here who like to cast aspersions were as understanding as you. Can do.
Stimulants, medicaments, drugs. Get your drugs here. Got a sale on teeth extraction today. A quarter off with one or more bloodlettings. If you've wounds that need stitching or teeth that need scrutiny, I'm your doctor. Yes? Is this a problem? I'm the only doctor on Free Market Station. I think that excuses whatever quirks I may or may not have. My prior faction demanded I strictly adhere to my vocation and forego the world of dentistry, under penalty of death after a certain number of infractions. Suffice it to say, I'm pleased Free Market Station allows me to be myself. Medicaments and more, all sufficiently regulated, or thereabouts.
Shop here to acquire fine food for cheap. Preparing sniveling servitude protocol complete. Greetings, most valued and attractive customer. What may this unit rehydrate for you? Negative. This unit and stall are registered to Gerald T. Wenrich. Mr. Wenrich last visited 222 days ago. When last seen, Mr. Wenrich mentioned he was, quote, going to teach those, redacted, sub rosa, redacted, a lesson. Nobody extorts Gerald T. Wenrich. All wares were at some point cooked fresh.
You need coveralls, we got coveralls. My folks didn't raise no fashion monger, but they did raise a bloodthirsty opportunist. I'd like to think I'm making them proud. If you're in need of sprucing up the old wardrobe, I can provide. Used to be part of Auntie's Choice. Nothing special, just a pilot for light cargo vessels. Had a lot of time to think with just the void for company. Eventually decided I was sick of being overworked and underpaid and made off with my cargo. Turned out to be generic clothes, work gear, and such. More of a market for it out here than I would have guessed. I've bolstered my wares since. You should give them a look. I got rags, fineries, and everything in between.
I'm selling it.
If it inflicts grievous bodily harm on other people, I've got it! Hey, you smell gunpowder? Do you want to? Then buy one of my handy firearms. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. That's privileged information, friend. If you want it, you're going to have to kill me. Just jesting. Although if you did want to kill me, I've got many finely priced perforators tuned to do just that. Perhaps you'd be inclined to take a look at my wares? Feel free to go on a murderous rampage with what you buy. It's good publicity.
My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest.
Listen, I know I shouldn't warn you about this, but anything I sell you runs the risk of exploding. I trust you'll appreciate my forthrightness and be all the more willing to buy from me. I see. It appears I need to retrofit my strategy, as well as most of my inventions. I've been having some problems with my machines since I arrived on this planetoid, but that's enough about myself. No. Ships decidedly ain't in my purview. You sure I can't interest you in some bric-a-brac instead of this conversation? You'd need to purchase much more from my stock for me to consider such a course of action. I'd be happy to show you.
Get caught unawares all you like. My armor will keep you safe.
I'm beginning to reach the tail end of my patience. You will tell me the location of the broker.
Lad, you ain't got much of a concept of a deal, do you? You ain't got nothing to offer, and a threat is offering less than nothing.
You realize any other arbiter would have crushed you where you stand for obstruction of justice long before now? That I am flowing with magnanimity?
Can't say I know what that word means, but if you're inclined to keep threatening me, only thing gonna be flowing is your blood out your body. Maybe if you would actually purchase something, I'd help you find your quarry. Well, might. Actually, might's a strong word.
The Sovereign's arbiters do not negotiate. Tell me where the broker is.
Yeah, I got actual customers to see to. Let me know how not negotiating goes for you. Sorry about our friend here. No matter how slow I talk, the words "free market station is independent and does not bow to the protectorate" don't seem to be registering with him. What can I get you? Aside from irritating me, I've been making it my business not to know. We at Free Market Station don't get involved with partisans, especially obnoxious ones. He may stay so long as he doesn't cause real strife, but that's it. You want to know more? Ask him, not me. If you were running a less than legal group, would you want everyone knowing your agents' identities? I don't think so. Lots of folks in Sub Rosa have friends and family elsewhere. Auntie's Choice and the Protectorate predominantly, but some order. If their identities somehow got out, those friends and family are suddenly going to look like much juicier targets. It's safer for everyone this way. Always. For example, there's some kind of hoity-toity collector type parked upstairs. Supposedly, she's willing to sell some of her collection if you impress her. Laws. Stranger, seen my fix? Hope you're about to offer to rid me of this damn fool.
You cannot dissuade an arbiter from their sovereign-given duty, no matter how much of an irritant you may attempt to be. I came to meet with the information broker for, Protectorate business, Protectorate reasons. However, I find myself foiled at near every turn. None within the Protectorate would defy an arbiter and expect to live. Regrettably, I cannot make the locals see reason without rendering myself unable to learn what I seek.
Even polite entreaties don't see most getting an invite to the broker. And you've been anything but.
Why are you all so dedicated to trying my patience? Do you so dearly wish to experience the judgment end of my hammer?
No matter what this fella says, he's not going to convince me to trust him. He's a walking security risk.
Hilarious.
That's funny. That's real funny. Takes a lot to set me smiling. Have a drink on the house. I just had a thought. Might be something that needs looking into. Maybe something that would allow me to make an exception as to who visits the broker? Within the Golden Ridge locale on Dorado, there's a refugee camp. It's unassuming, quiet-like. Most of the folks there just want to be left alone. They see to the few needs they have by working with the broker. But we ain't heard from them in a fortnight and change. Serves to reason something untoward may have transpired there. You see your way to looking into that, maybe we'll talk. I don't fancy the idea of letting an arbiter loose on our allies without supervision. Might not know you, but anything's better than giving him complete freedom.
I do not take your speaking of me as some kind of feral canid lightly.
That's between them and Sub Rosa. You in or you out? Great! Take the lap canid with you. I've had enough of his excitability, and so have my customers.
I don't claim to be pleased with the circumstances surrounding this co-investigation, but perhaps we may surprise one another. I'm Arbiter Tristan Rao. The idea of working with a non-protectorate individual is no tremendous pleasure to me either. Let us be expedient. I shall meet you at the camp. Let us hope we both arrive there intact.
Oh, come now, Prospero. You've been on that stage hundreds of times. This perturbation looks bad on you. And you're not one for looking bad. Terribly sorry you've got me ruminating. A man of my persuasion shouldn't stoop to such self-deprecation, especially in front of prospective customers. You've identified me properly. But information transference is the lifeblood of Free Market Station. And if you want a transfusion, you'll have to grant me a spot of help. I'm in charge of keeping the patrons of the saloon entertained. Normally this does not present an issue, but I learned that an old flame of mine shall attend my next performance. My resolve is uncharacteristically flagging. I find myself fixating on the most minute of issues. I need something to bolster my confidence. She knows my real name. Prospero's just a stage title, as it happens. There's a certain kind of intimacy that I fear shall be difficult to ignore. Liquid courage has never failed me, but I have a discerning palate. The automac chef in the bazaar sells my preferred brand of alcohol, though it can be headstrong. You see, I can't just drink any old swill from the bar. My refined palate can only stomach one drink. Iceberg aged whiskey. Something of a collector's item, I'm told. Now, if you'll excuse me, an artist must be granted solitude to properly amass his mental forces.
Another challenger approaches. Prepare to be sent weeping from my curio collection. None have defeated my collections, and none shall. But I do so delight in a competition. Are you prepared to do battle? The Spectrum Dance Saber, a prototype weapon of Auntie's heyday. I shan't spoil its implications, not unless you prove your worth. Cards, my dear, of the toss ball and pitch ball variety. I must see if your collection bests my own. Sporting! Let us do battle! That's an impressive number of cards, my friend, but not... Wait a moment. No, your cards. You have multiple that I do not. Your collection has defeated me. Though this defeat leaves the taste of dirt and blood in my mouth, I am not dishonorable. I present to you my other collected wares. I have no doubt they shall impress. I understand your impatience, but wait just a moment longer. Greetings again. You may have defeated me last time, but I shall rise from the ashes someday. In the meantime, you're welcome to browse my collection. In the wake of my defeat, I've taken a brief break. I'm contemplating what I might collect next. I've heard sprats are rarely born with mutations like extra toes and acid vision. Perhaps I'll start an exotic sprat farm. Then I could pit my sprats against opposing farm sprats. Battle sprats. Imagine the merchandising opportunities. Eat your heart out, Auntie Cleo. Behold.
fewest holes out of any clothes on station, or your money back.
Can't tell if you're a fixer or need fixin'.
Meals currently sold with both salt and pepper. Available today only. Welcome to our stall. We hope this is the first meal you ever have in your life. What may this unit rehydrate for you? Yes, iceberg-aged whiskey is currently on reserve for Prospero Palo. Current customer is not Prospero Palo. Unit cannot vend to current customer. Scanning error. Cannot ascertain identity of current customer. Purging all vending restrictions. Eliminating one restriction. Vending iceberg-aged whiskey complete. Thank you for your patronage.
Doctor here. Get your stitches.
Get caught unawares all you like. My armor will keep you safe.
As it happens, standing in one place and focusing on not being nervous does not, in fact, help one not be nervous. I've been better. I've been worse. Preparing for either extremity. My friend. Excellent. Thank you. Very well. You wish to know about the crash, yes? Are you prepared for a sordid tale of drama and woe? Everyone knows that the free market's captain was a hopeless romantic, especially disposed to giving too much of her heart to those inclined to break it. The final betrayal came from a dashing rogue smuggler who vanished with most of her bits. The good captain had about all she could endure. Indeed she did. The crew attempted to wrest the controls from her to save them from their fate, but alas, too late. That's all I know. I thank you for your help once again, and now I must get ready for my set.
Bodily harm on other people. I've got it.
Anybody even listening to that? Hello once more. I guarantee you some of my inventions will be working soon. In the meantime, I've plenty of miscellanea for sale. Oh, I prefer to focus on the present and the future, and not things that may or may not keep me awake in the dark and lonesome hours of the night. Great. Let's get back to not this subject. $5 from me, please?
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison? Oh, sure. Got it right behind the bottled gold and spiced silver. No, I ain't got any fancy booze for our in-house drunkard. And if he wants to know if I do, he should come and ask me himself. Or better yet, focus on his upcoming set.
Thanks for the help.
Greetings again. You may have defeated me last time, but I shall rise from the ashes someday. In the meantime, you're welcome to browse my collection.
If you lost it, I'm selling it.
bludgeons, bombs, blunderbusses. We've got it all. Except that last one.
Buy from me, please? Hello once more. I guarantee you some of my inventions will be working soon. In the meantime, I've plenty of miscellanea for sale. Oh, I prefer to focus on the present and the future, and not things that may or may not keep me awake in the dark and lonesome hours of the night. Great. Let's get back to not this subject.
You just bought a shooter from not a weapons store, right? How's it treating you?
It ain't. Can't eat the sprats I shoot with it. Since they keep disintegrating.
Latest contraband came in. Looked like quite the haul. Heading standouts? Couple dozen Auntie's Choice sales logs. Some notes from a high-profile order researcher. And get this. The corpse of a vigilant. No idea what happened there. Last I heard, the high runners are trying to figure out what to do with it. Thanks for visiting Free Market Station. The pleasure is all ours.
How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good?
Not terribly. My only field-bound compatriot is stationed in Golden Ridge, and all she repeats is endless military twaddle.
Don't tell me you prefer the old days when you were protectorate. For my part, I sure as hell ain't going back to Tau Ceti.
I most certainly do not. Boring now is preferable to instant death.